Hawthorn University of Technology.
The academic procession is about to enter the hall. Would you please stand? Please remain standing for the national anthem. The words are on the inside back cover of your program.
Australia.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce the presiding officer of today's ceremony, Mr. Ben Cohen, Councillor of Swinburne University of Technology.
Members of the University Council, members of staff, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Swinburne University of Technology, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this graduation and award conferral ceremony. We are very pleased that so many of you have been able to attend to make this such a very special occasion. This ceremony acknowledges the academic and research achievements of our students and represents a significant step in their progress of lifelong learning. As a mark of respect to Australia's Indigenous people, Swinburne University of Technology acknowledges the Wurundjeri people as the traditional custodians of the land where we now meet to conduct this important ceremony. On the occasion of this ceremony, the Council and staff of the University wish to share their pride and their congratulations with the graduates on their achievements. For us all, the ceremony is a very special occasion. For the graduates, it means the culmination of years of study, hard work and achievement. For the parents, families and friends of the graduates, it means that all those sacrifices that you have made and all the support which you have provided has now finally been rewarded. I'm sure that you, like us, feel a great sense of pride and happiness in seeing your friend or family member succeed in this most significant way. For the academic and administrative staff of the university, there is an enormous satisfaction in seeing our students successfully complete their studies. While this ceremony rightly celebrates the achievements of our students, it's also an important occasion for the university. Swinburne prides itself on the quality of the teaching and learning it provides and the excellence of its research. And this celebration gives public recognition of Swinburne's ongoing commitment to provide our students with a range of high-quality educational qualifications. These qualifications will assist them to make an ongoing contribution to their chosen profession and, importantly, to their particular community. Swinburne is particularly committed to being a nationally and an internationally recognised institution where our education programs and our research are relevant to the world community as well as to Australia. We are committed to this goal because increasingly our graduates are required to work outside Australia and establish successful international careers, and our researchers routinely collaborate with scholars from around the world. It is with great pleasure that I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Danny Stefanik to deliver today's occasional address. Danny is the founder and CEO of Exit Realty, a company which has pioneered, I guess I got American there, didn't I? Realty versus reality. It's reality. Too much time in America. Yes, that company has been a pioneer in new technology that has the capacity to make the entire internet 3D. Welcome to the world of avatars and 3D virtual worlds. By creating an instant 3D world from any web page, Exit Reality has the potential to change the way we view the internet. Exit Reality has had wide-ranging international success, and I'd like you to hear how Danny, who also founded Australia's Virtual Reality Association, turned his passion for computer science into a career. And I'm pleased to say that that passion was started, at least, at Swinburne, for he is a graduate of Swinburne. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I invite Mr. Danis Stefanik to deliver today's occasional address.
Hello everyone. I'd like to thank Swinburne for having me here today to speak. And quite rightly so, I am a graduate of Swinburne. Like most of you, I attended Swinburne. Unlike most of you here, halfway through my degree I was hit with what some call an entrepreneurial seizure. Now I'm currently a person who's built a unique technology that converts the entire web into 3D. I've founded industry associations that have gained me thousands of contacts around the world, very valuable contacts. I've made money through building products and selling them on the internet. I've made money through selling businesses. And last year I bought USA's largest music and entertainment virtual world. I've also travelled the globe evangelising what my passion and interest is, which is 3D. What I'd like to do is actually explain briefly how I got here, and hopefully some of the lessons I've learned and some of the shortcuts that might allow you to get to where I am or further in a much, much shorter time. So I have a few lessons I'd like to elaborate on. Probably the most important, or my number one secret for all of the things that I've done, is that I made it all up. And what I mean by that is everything I've been involved in has actually come from an idea. I came up with the idea, and then I made it real. And that's one of the beauties of the industry that we all work in. Recently I was asked in an interview, what's driven me to do what I do? I pondered this for a long while actually, and the only answer I could come up with was I was born too early. I see the future as a fantastic thing. I'm really excited about it. I'm really keen to see what happens in the future. I've got a few visions of how I see it myself. So I want to be a user of these fantastic technologies that are coming, fantastic things that are in the future. And one of those technologies is virtual reality. We call it 3D or computer games or 3D movies, all these sorts of things at the moment, but it's all on a kind of collision course into immersive experiences. So in 1994, I founded the Virtual Reality Association. You see, I'd gone to universities, I'd gone to major corporations, really interested in seeing what they were doing with virtual reality. And it occurred to me really quickly that most of them weren't communicating and most of them were recreating the wheel. I thought that was a colossal waste of time, and if everyone could get together and work together, we'd have the future sooner. So I started the Virtual Reality Association and basically got a lot of people together, and the people I've met through that have travelled the world and are now in very interesting and powerful positions in other companies globally, and it's a quite exciting thing. So I highly recommend, if you're interested in something, starting an association based around that. After leaving Swinburne, I started a 3D studio, something that could build projects, 3D projects for big corporations. That was quite successful, but at the end of it, we'd build a project, it'd be finished, and we made a bit of money, and then we started another project. Finished that one, made a bit of money, and we started the next project. It became clear to me that this wasn't a viable solution for expanding my horizons. And this leads me to a little story, interesting story, of what you believe in, you can make real. I spoke to a friend of mine, let's call him John, because that was his name. He was telling me that he was selling screensaver software on the internet and making enough money to live off. Nowadays you'd laugh at that, but he's basically saying that in the early days of the internet, and I thought, wow, this is fantastic. You mean you've made one piece of software, you've put it on the internet, you're selling it, and it pays for all your living costs. That is fantastic, that is awesome, I'm going to do that. So I did. One of the first projects that we had was a 360-degree panoramic viewer, which we turned into a product. I licensed to a company called iPix in the States, which was the world's largest panoramic real estate company, and that was a great success. build one, sell many. Then I got into 3D e-commerce as well, through the dot-com boom, which was a very exciting time, and did the same thing, build a product, sell many of them. It was sometime around the late 90s. I exited the e-commerce business in 2000, but in the late 90s I got in touch with John again. I said, how's the screensaver stuff going, John? He said, actually, I told you a white lie. I wasn't actually making any money out of the screensaver stuff to begin with. So the stuff I'd based all my businesses on, and this real passion, it was based on a little bit of a white lie. John's doing really well now, by the way. But it's interesting that if you believe something's possible, if you think somebody else is doing it, you can actually go out there and try and achieve it and lead to success. So it is a lot based on belief. There's some other lessons I've learned in building my businesses and selling businesses and building new companies. I'd like to share them with you. They're only brief, but I'm hoping that at least if one student takes away one of these points today, I'll be very, very happy. One thing I live by is a saying that your character is your destiny. How you behave or who you are is what you will end up getting. It's a very important point. And a lot of times along my journey, and other people I've spoken to, you get asked to sacrifice your integrity for money or for all sorts of things. So who you are defines what you will get. So work on yourself, work on your character, and that will be the type of things you'll end up getting. And by all means, do not sacrifice your integrity. You'll find you'll end up being associated with more people of high integrity, and that's a very good place to be. It's also who you know. Networking is very important. Network with as many people as you can in different circles than what you would normally do, and you'll find amazing connections and opportunities come forward. Also, however, it's what you do know. It's who you know and what you do know. You're going to always have to keep learning. And one of the things in business, my business, is persistence. You've even got to learn the things that are not fun. And that's quite frequent. So you've got to be willing to learn all along the path. And one thing that served me really, really, really well is under-promise and over-deliver. Clients love it. People just love it. And one of the things which is probably unique to ICT is put yourself out of a job. You've got a job, put yourself out of it. What I mean by that is we're in a unique position where we can automate, we can proceduralise, we can think and problem solve to take what we're doing and make it disappear, make it automated, and then move on to the next thing, the next most important project. We do this all the time, and it's a great thing to put yourself out of a job because it leaves you to work on the things that are more important. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, running these businesses, building businesses, being an evangelist for 3D, and my friends really say that I run at full throttle all the time. Often questioned, can you do that and have balance in your life? The answer is I don't know. I still don't know if that's possible. I live in a roller coaster. Everything's fast one day, everything's slow the next, everything's fantastic, everything's slow. It's a lot of fun. It's very interesting. It's never boring. But one thing that can come out of that is stress. And the most important thing to understand about stress is knowing what you can control and what you can't. The things in your life which you can affect and take action around are in your control, and then there's circumstances around you which you can't. Worrying about the circumstances, worrying about the things that you have no ability to affect, not worth stressing over. Probably the last point is to really chase your passion. If you know what your passion is, I do, chase it, no matter what. No matter who you run into, the naysayers, people who tell you it's not possible, it won't work. I've produced lots of products and lots of opportunities that people said wouldn't work. I came up with the concept for the 3D internet 15 years ago. There were no 3D TVs, there wasn't 3D movies, there wasn't accelerated graphics cards like we have today. I watched other companies move into that field like Sony and Microsoft and companies you may not have heard of like Silicon Graphics, pour tons of money into these 3D projects and products, but without an open philosophy. And more recently, I've seen attempts by Google and Adobe to do the same. See, my passion is 3D. I believe 3D is a media type, just like video, audio, images, and text. But it's a media type that's yet to become a mass market media type. In the history of the internet, there's going to be a point where 3D suddenly switches on as a massive thing. And I've built a bunch of companies to be around that when it happens. 3D is not a saturated market, it's not mass market yet. But some interesting things that have happened just recently are trending it towards that. We've seen 3D movies in the cinemas, all the media companies producing 3D movies now. We've seen 3D TVs outsell demand. People are buying 3D TVs like hotcakes, yet there's very little content for them. So what's going to happen when 3D becomes a standard part of the web browsing experience, just like video, audio, images, and text? There's going to be an explosion in that field. And that's what I'm excited about. And that's where my vision of being involved in a multi-billion-dollar industry of 3D gets exciting. On my way here today, I was pondering how many students there would be, well, not students, graduates, in the audience. And it occurred to me that only 2 people created Google. Most of the companies and ideas that I've started, only a handful of people start the idea, start the ball rolling. And I pondered, with everyone that was in the room today, there is certainly the enthusiasm, the appetite for risk, definitely the intellect to produce companies that are much larger than Google and Microsoft. Right here, right now in this room, there's enough people to do those sorts of things. So if you know what your passion is, please, by all means, follow it. Don't listen to naysayers. And hopefully some of the things that I've said today ring true with you, and I hope you enjoyed my words. Thank you.
Thank you. Very well done. Now, somewhere here it is. Aha. I'd like to give you this token of our appreciation. So, preparedness to take risk, courage. Yep. Courage. That's what we all need. Now I'd like to call upon Tony Reid, who is our Director of Operations, to verify that the graduates listed in the program are eligible to receive their awards.
Councillor, I have the honour to inform you that in accordance with Swinburne University of Technology Statute 13, the graduates who will be presented at this ceremony or who have applied to have their award conferred in absentia have fulfilled the conditions prescribed and are entitled to the award of Bachelor Degree, Graduate Certificate, Graduate Diploma, Master Degree and Doctor of Philosophy as appropriate of Swinburne University of Technology.
Would all graduates please stand for the conferral of awards? By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Council of Swinburne University of Technology, I admit the duly authorised graduates here present and in absentia to the appropriate awards and to all the rights and all the privileges of those awards. Congratulations. I now call upon Professor Leon Sterling, the Dean of the Faculty of Information and Communication Technologies, to present his graduates.
Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the graduates on whom you have conferred an award. For the Bachelor of Business Information Systems, Shoaib Akhtar. Paul Daniel Edwards. Michael Andrew Ford. Daniel Paul Forte. Jonathan Simon Guido. Sarah Malloy. Liliana Ibes Nunez. Joseph Colin Pavone. Stephen Joseph Rando. Alexander Savanovic. Stephen Tew. Man Than Tran. Marcus Rolf Brannigan Watkins. Kariyawasam Donna Himesha Pavithri Weerasinghe. For the Bachelor of Business Information Systems and the Bachelor of Business, Mohammed Abdurrahman Aden. Andreas Athanasiou. David Stephen Dodgson. Thomas William Green. Andrew Lay. Kumalan Sundarakumar. For the Bachelor of Computing, Deepika Bahaduria. Dinuka Rangana Denawara. Nuwan Ganagoda Harathka. Nandika Sunal Kalugampitia. Mohib Mustafa Yusuf Mansouri. Zaniar Muhammad. Jitesh Manohar Motwani. Jayasenka Nedumkolil Chandrasekhar. Thilini Hasara Patikara Bandanage Sumanasena. Michael William Stock. Royce Win Lim Tan. Christian Stefan Varga. Dinil Marinus Srihanga Wijaya Surya. For the Bachelor of Computing in Network Design and Security, Lee Bond Kennedy. Shannon Elizabeth King. Kin Won Lee. Edward William Messina. Shanika Imali Palagama Mudiyan Seliga. Adam Matthew Taylor. Malin Ishara Fernanda Ungamanandadiga. For the Bachelor of Engineering in Telecommunications and Internet Technologies, Din Tuan Van. Patrick Ganley. Nguyen Hong Duk. For the Bachelor of Engineering in Telecommunication and Network Engineering, Atwin Udaya Kalchand. Adnan Zafar. For the Bachelor of Information Systems and the Bachelor of Business, Neer Schillinger. For the Bachelor of Information Technology, Adrian Nazako. For the Bachelor of Multimedia in Multimedia Software Development, Kai Lok Hui. For the Bachelor of Multimedia in Networks and Computing and the Bachelor of Engineering in Telecommunications and Internet Technologies, Todd Andrews. For the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Hang Yu Ji. Randika Nuwantha Samarasinghe. For the Bachelor of Science in Research and Development and the Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Computer Systems, Christopher Finn Lars Andrew Beer. For the Graduate Diploma of Information Technology in Information Systems Development, Ajith Rukman de Silva. For the Graduate Diploma of Science in Network Systems, Transwan Nam. For the Master of Information Systems Management, Vamshi Madasetti. Nicholas Anthony James Mead. David George Alexander Ormrod. Ramanan Rajamanikam. For the Master of Information Systems Management and the Master of Business Administration, Sohan Ruwanal de Silva Gunasekara. For the Master of Information Technology, Nihar Chandra. Dayan Kanishka Gunawardena. Olga Valentinovna Kravtsova. B. Kim Ser. Chun Hui Shi. Hui Tao Zhu. Rafael Leonardo Zuniga. For the Master of Information Technology in Professional Computing, Albert Matthew. Vishu Aurora. Charu Bansal. Vimalkuma Maheshbai Bhatt. Sukhvir Kaur Brar. Harmeet Kaur. Prabjot Kaur. Deepak Kumar. Nayoto. Ashok Kumar Patel. Durga Narayan Shrestha. Kamaljit Singh. Sujit Sukumaran. Bharath Surapaneni. Sonalo Jaiprakash Thakar. Kema Singithi Tilakaratna. For the Master of Science in Astronomy, Fernando Lopez Blanco. For the Master of Science in Network Systems, Muhammad Asif. Jiongha Huang. Jiabo Liang. Tuan Hung Nguyen. Andrew Kathinji Mutwiri Nju. Yosha Rajendra Kumar Parikh. Heti Ken Kanamga Sobash Arsiri Pereira. Abu Rayhan bin Riaz. Srinivas Shavu Kapoor. Hung Than Vuong. For the Master of Technology in Information Technology, Swastik Bajracharya. Vignesh Ganasan. Syed Wahid Hassan. Rakesh Kasam Shetty. Chandana Kasala. Vinoth Kumar Kotimukulu Ramakrishnan. Apu Hamilaga Dunil Haritha Munasingha. Jayathi Swarup Nara. Can Ngamakur. Gaurav Pathak. Anton Ruwanga Nipuna Fernando Pintharuma Hawadaga. Rosh Sam Abraham. Prathipan Selvana Yagam. Payal Shah. Sher Jun Tan. Georgie Vaki. Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the graduates on whom you have conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Aluddin Ahmed. The title of Dr. Ahmed's thesis is Molecular Simulation of Solid-Liquid Phase Equilibria and Shear Viscosity. Novel molecular simulation techniques were used to study the solid-liquid phase equilibria and shear viscosity, making use of supercomputers. The effects of repulsive interactions and truncation and shifting schemas on the solid-liquid coexistence properties and triple points are examined. For the first time, triple points are estimated and scaling relationships are established for varying repulsive potentials. A steady-state equation of state has been developed and a generic viscosity model has also been proposed to establish connections between the shear viscosity and the equation of state variables. Solid-liquid coexistence and shear viscosity data are also reported for bounded potentials. The work has resulted in many new thermodynamic insights about liquids and solids. Councillor, I present to you Dr. Aluddin Ahmed for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the next graduate on whom you have conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Ruslan Puskasku. The title of Dr. Puskasu's thesis is Computational Nanofluidics, Non-Local Viscosity Kernel. Computational nanosciences, including theory, design, modelling and simulation, are playing a key role in advancing nanotechnology. Dr. Puskasu's research was devoted to nanofluidics, a major branch of nanoscience that is crucial for the fundamental understanding and design of nanofluidic flows. In the nanofluidic regime, the characteristic physical scaling lengths of the fluid very closely coincide with the dimensions of the nanostructure itself. As new physical constraints are placed on the behaviour of the fluid at such small length and time scales, many classical theories break down and are no longer valid. Therefore, the development of models that go beyond classical hydrodynamics is of paramount importance for the prediction and understanding of flows in highly confined geometries. Councillor, I present to you Dr. Ruslan Puskasu for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the next graduate on whom you have conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Nauman Saeed. The title of Dr. Saeed's thesis is Integration and Acceptance of Web 2.0 Technologies in Higher Education. Dr. Saeed's thesis was aimed at exploring Web 2.0 technologies and their usage in higher education. To achieve this, 2 case studies were conducted to integrate a combination of blog, podcast, and social bookmark technologies in unit teaching, based on a student-centred approach. 2 survey studies were also conducted to develop and evaluate technology acceptance models for blogs, podcasts, and Second Life, a 3D virtual environment. The thesis outcomes would help academics effectively incorporate Web 2.0 technologies in their teaching. The findings would also help understand key predictors of Web 2.0 usage and ultimately enhance their adoption level in higher education. Councillor, I present to you Dr. Nauman Saeed for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the next graduate on whom you have conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Lee Robert Spittler. The title of Dr. Spittler's thesis is Imaging of Extragalactic Globular Cluster Systems. Dr. Spittler studied 4 globular star cluster systems located within nearby galaxies using ground and space-based imaging data. He found that the total number of these star clusters found within a galaxy relates directly to the dark matter mass of the host galaxy. This result, among others he found, provides important input into theoretical models of galaxy formation. Councillor, I present to you Dr. Lee Robert Spittler for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the next graduate on whom you have conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Clinton John Woodward. The title of Dr. Woodward's thesis is Ecosystems, Complexity, Topology and Evolutionary Computation. Artificial evolution is a process that uses a population of solutions to some problems, interbreeding the solutions to provide ever better ones. We can use this process to search, optimize, and otherwise solve real-life problems difficult for other approaches. The way solutions interact and influence each other has a big impact on the time it takes to find solutions, as well as the quality of those solutions. Dr. Woodward's thesis presents a novel framework for evolutionary algorithms that includes both structure and scale, together with ideas from ecosystems and complex systems research. This framework was used to investigate the influence of population topology on evolutionary search outcomes. These results can be used to give better outcomes to real-life problems. Councillor, I present to you Dr. Clinton John Woodward for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Councillor, I have the honour to present to you the next graduate on whom you have conferred the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Sebastian Zander. The title of Dr. Zander's thesis is Performance of Selected Noisy Covert Channels and Their Countermeasures in IP Networks. Encryption secures communication in computer networks, but the mere existence of communication isn't often enough to raise suspicion and trigger reactions. Covert channels go one step further by hiding the very existence of communication inside normal or overt network communication. Their use is typically motivated by adversarial relationships, such as government agencies versus criminal organisations, or dissenting citizens versus oppressive governments. Dr. Zander's thesis proposed several covert channels and analysed their stealth and capacity. The results show these channels can be used effectively for hidden low-rate communication. To secure future networks, Dr. Zander also proposed countermeasures and demonstrated their effectiveness. Councillor, I present to you Dr. Sebastian Zander for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Councillor, That concludes the awards for the Faculty of Information and Communication Technologies. I now call upon Mr. Lee Bond Kennedy, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Computing in Network Design and Security, to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Councillor, Deputy Chancellor, members of the University Council, distinguished guests, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Today, each student in the room has reached the end of the journey. We are all here to celebrate our graduations. On behalf of the graduating students, I would sincerely like to thank everyone who has supported us on our way. From the very beginning, we have felt like a part of the university community. Swinburne has a fantastic reputation, not only for the standard of teaching, but for its close, supportive environment. The staff at Swinburne especially deserve our thanks for their assistance over the years. Every student here has been taught by people who have a passion for what they do. We must also thank our classmates for accompanying us on this journey. It has been a privilege to share the classroom with people aiming for the same goals. But it's not just assignments and exams that make up a degree, it's also about growing as a person. Something we couldn't have done without the invaluable support of our family and friends. Through all the challenges and rewards, they have been there for us, helping us fit in some leisure time, offering financial support, and listening to us. For all of us, this is a very proud moment and something we have worked for a number of years. We are honoured to have you here with us today, celebrating our success. Now, as we look towards starting new journeys, we acknowledge those who have contributed to our studies. The knowledge, friendships, and experience we have gained during our time at Swinburne will help us succeed on whichever path we choose. To my fellow students, congratulations and good luck to the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. To Swinburne graduates, I know today is the culmination of years of hard work, and that during this time you've had the encouragement and help of family and friends. On yours and the university's behalf, I wish to thank them for their support in your studies at Swinburne and for being there and being here today to see you graduate. I'm sure that they, like us, are very proud of all that you've achieved. Graduates, please stand, face your family and friends, and join me in a round of applause to say thank you to those who've helped you achieve this award. Graduates, please resume your seats. Graduates, on your behalf, I also wish to take this opportunity to thank the academic and administrative staff for their contribution to your education at Swinburne. Would all staff please rise? Graduates, would you please join me in a round of applause for all the Swinburne staff? Graduates, I do hope that you will consider that this is the beginning of a lifelong association with Swinburne. Education is a continuing process, and I'm sure in this industry you'd be of no doubt about that. And I hope that many of you will return to Swinburne to further your studies. I would also encourage you to participate in the activities of the Swinburne Alumni Association. This association has groups in many different parts of the world. So even if you are leaving Melbourne, you can continue your participation in Swinburne activities. And that's relevant to what Danny mentioned earlier about the importance of networking. One day, if you don't network now, you might work out later that it was a pretty good suggestion. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude the formal part of this Swinburne graduation and award conferral ceremony, I offer my congratulations to all who have received an award today. Well done and thank you.
On behalf of the members of Council and the university community, I invite you to join us for refreshments, which will be served in the chandelier room. Would you now please stand while the official party, academic procession and procession of graduates leave the hall.
Swinburne University of Technology.